The cold-blooded Lizardmen are the oldest nation of the Warhammer world, servants of the enigmatic Old Ones. Most Lizardmen dwell in the southern part of the New World known as Lustria, a tropical continent which is mostly covered in jungles and dotted with the monolithic temple cities of the Lizardmen. The Lizardmen are not a single race, but actually four. The powerful and enigmatic Slann, the disciplined, warlike Saurus, the clever and agile Skinks, and the large, brutish Kroxigor. Lizardmen are not born, and they do not reproduce in the normal manner. Instead, they are birthed from ancient spawning pools deep within their temple cities. Lizardmen emerge from the spawning pools fully grown and with instinctual knowledge. Often in times of need, special spawnings will produce Lizardmen with unusual abilities, such as Saurus with an instinctual ability to tame and ride cold ones. The Lizardmen serve the Old Ones, enormously powerful beings who sailed across the stars on silver ships to reach this world. When their polar warp gates collapsed, the Old Ones disappeared, and the first generation of Slann, those who had communicated directly with their godlike masters, all perished. Thus, the remaining Lizardmen were left to interpret the Great Plan through deep meditation and lost stone tablets. The Lizardmen do not even know the names of many Old Ones. Most vestiges of the unlimited power and technology of the Old Ones have been lost, although the Lizardmen still guard a few objects, such as the device of the Great Beyond, through which voices will occasionally speak from across the stars. Notably, the solar engine operated on Bastiladons by Skinks has a slot for a 5-digit hand, while Skinks only have 3. The Lizardmen often ride the reptilian beasts of Lustria, such as Stegodons, into battle. Being servants of the Old Ones, the Lizardmen seek to enact the Great Plan and bring order to the world. As such, they are staunch opponents of chaos and the forces of destruction. Lizardmen particularly hate Skaven, after many long campaigns fought against the children of the Horned Rat. However, in spite of this, the Lizardmen are not necessarily friendly towards younger races like Elves and humans, whom they refer to as Warmbloods. Any Warmbloods who set foot in Lustria that are not killed by the dangerous fauna and flora may find death or worse at the hands of the Lizardmen. Most have blue-green scales and skin, but those marked by the Old Ones have sacred-coloured scales and skin. Albinos are the most celebrated, being blessed by all of the Old Ones. As Lizardmen grow older, their back scales become harder, with some ossifying completely, often taking on a brown, white or yellow tinge. This improves their natural resilience, and in contrast, newly spawned Lizardmen tend to have glistening skin. The Lizardmen do not use iron, preferring to cold hammer copper and gold into objects, with bronze being the only metal they forge and only used for equipping elite regiments. The purest gold is sued for sacred artifacts. They create weapons from stone, including jade, yellow quartz, red carnelian and obsidian, with the Skinks being highly skilled in their creation, making them as effective as metal blades. Headdresses and helms are often festooned with vivid feathers, while leaders wear bangles and trinkets and carry stone daggers in the shape of the tongue of Sotek, as well as ceremonial gemstone maces. The Slann are all-powerful mages, undisputed masters of high magic. Even the lowest of the Slann outclasses the most potent wizards of most other races. Only the most learned and highly trained of high elf archmages can hope to compete with the Slann for raw power. While Saurus and Kroxigors are incapable of being wizards at all, Skink priests are magically adept and wield magic quite effectively. However, they are often outclassed by the most powerful wizards in other races. The Lizardmen live in a caste society, with each kind having its own specific role in society. Slann mage priests are ancient, bloated, toad-like creatures who serve as the rulers and priests of the Lizardmen. The Slann were the original servants of the Old Ones, but none have been spawned since that time. Unable to replace their numbers, the Slann are a dying race. Slann are physically weak, but command immense magical power. Even the lowliest of Slann is a match for the mightiest wizards of other races. Essentially immortal, Slann spend centuries in deep meditation, rousing only to murmur half-spoken prophecies. When in battle, Slann are borne aloft on floating palanquins. Other Lizardmen obey the orders of the Slann unquestioningly and protect them with their lives. Saurus are the warrior caste of the Lizardmen. Saurus possess hard, scaly skin that acts as natural armor and are ferocious fighters in battle. Saurus train their entire lives and fight in well-disciplined ranks. Saurus can live for thousands of years, and it has never been known for one to die of old age. Though not stupid, Saurus have a single-minded focus on warfare. Skinks are small, nimble, aquatic reptiles who serve as the artisans and bureaucrats of the Lizardmen. The Slann spend most of their time meditating, so the magical skink priests run Lizardmen society. During wartime, skinks complement the legions of Saurus as auxiliary forces. The strange spawning of chameleon skinks are excellent scouts who have the ability to camouflage themselves. Croxigors are huge, brutish crocodilians who walk upright and are roughly the size of a troll or ogre. Croxigors do most of the heavy lifting and hard manual labor in Lizardmen society. Quite stupid but extremely loyal, the Croxigor were responsible for laying the stones in most of the Lizardmen's temple cities. During wartime, the Lizardmen use Croxigors as shock troops, although the savage creatures must have weapons chained to their hands, otherwise they may drop their weapons and attempt to rip the foe apart with tooth and claw alone. Most of the Lizardmen live in Lustria, a tropical continent covered mostly in dense jungle and full of dangerous, often poisonous flora and fauna. The Lizardmen are primarily gathered in towering temple cities, which tower above the Lustrian landscape, monolithic step pyramids dwarfing the surround jungle. 4 of these cities, Hexoatl, Tlaxtlan, Ixtlanhuapec and Itza, are located in Lustria and are able to help and support each other. Itza was the first city founded by the Lizardmen and Old Ones, and indeed is the oldest city in the world. Slatlan, the 5th inhabited city, lies hidden in the jungles of the Southlands and is completely isolated from all the others, its Slann unable to re-establish contact with those in Lustria. There are also several abandoned ruined cities such as Chakwa, Jotl and Quetzar. The city of Chupayotl sunk beneath the waves without any invasion at all. There are also many seemingly abandoned holy places and temples. However, most of these places are guarded by a suitable garrison or watched over by occasional patrols. No Slann live in the Dragon Isles, and lacking their guidance, the local Saurus and Skinks have devolved, becoming savage barbarians.